Yo, what's up, man?
Good game last night. Come on, back to work. Hey, when's the last time you went to the zoo? Thinking of going this weekend. Someone needs to change their socks. Do you smell that? You'll never get better watching other players work out. Go do something. This is where things count. Right here. Get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. What's the roll?
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Focus! Focus! Hey, be quiet. Who got it?
Now we're rolling. Keep it going.
Hey, yo, right here, right here. Oh, foul! Hey, hit me up.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he ball up. Hey, who got him? Shot.
Again.
There you go. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, hit me up.
Welcome to 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning.
Recently, 2K hosted the 2K20 launch party, and let me tell you, there were some celebs there.
Yeah, everywhere you looked, you had influencers. You look over in the other corner and you see Kevin Durant, all the way to the cover athlete Anthony Davis. 2K fans were celebrating the launch of NBA 2K20.
I mean, I feel like you missed the most important celebrities there. That was me, Alexis Morgan, and Chris Manning.
I don't know about most important, but we were definitely there to give you an all-access look at the event.
And I sat down with 2K20 Legend Edition cover athlete D Wade. Take a look.
Dwayne Wade!
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Milwaukee Bucks at Fiserv Forum. Well, for the Bucks, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Man, we are in for a treat. Two incredible front courts in this one, Shaq. Talented and highly skilled.
You know, it used to be only a few forwards that could step out and torch you from deep. Now, that's the key role to a lot of
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone, to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan. And let's check GA.
Well, almost.
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Whiteside, and it's Hezonja in at the 3 spot. And there's a lot of expectations, high expectations when you're the #1 overall pick in the draft. You know it well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's something that I wanted. Derek Coleman was from Detroit, and 2 years earlier, he was the #1 pick, and I'd always been a fan of his, so I felt like he was passing the baton, and I had to kind of do what he did. And then Shaquille O'Neal was Rookie of the Year before myself and the #1 pick. And so for me, I looked at it as, a pretty big weight, but the honor was more than the weight, and I was honored to be picked #1, and I relished in that, and I had great teammates that allowed me to flourish in that role.
Passes to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
Outside Korver. Giannis against Nurkic. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Here's Giannis. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Basket good. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Yeah, that's too bad. A nice drive there, but just couldn't finish.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 9. Left side, out of the Kumbo. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. McCollum with the ball. 5 points in the game. Here is Lillard. The pass to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 7.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
Outside Hill. To the left wing. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And Whiteside stays right with it. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now Lillard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
From the line, it's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Lillard. He has 7. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard scanning the floor. Hezonja on the wing. 5 to shoot. All alone. And the jam by Whiteside.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Leading by 12. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench did exactly what they needed to do. Without their production, who knows if they win that game?
Pass to Lopez. And stolen by Lillard. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And then Lillard slams it in.
Oh, it's great watching Lillard go after steals, showing he can take over possessions all by himself.
To the paint. Ilyasova finds Lopez. That's tipped and stolen by Bazemore. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Shot to stop the run. Good work there as it goes. 6 points for him. Now here's Hood. He had 10 points in the win against New Orleans. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Milwaukee with the rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The league has cracked down, C-Webb, on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call a ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant one, flagrant two, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And, Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach that's only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Passes it to Ilyasova. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. 12 points for him.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
And Lillard kicks to Hood. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Lillard gets it to go.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lopez right side. It's Brown on the wing. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And stolen by Ilyasova. That shot is off. Collins with some nice D. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Off target from outside. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Portland, 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We come back right after this. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Middleton and Ilyasova holding down the forward spots. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Connaughton in at the two-guard position.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Here's Bazemore. Portland again missing.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Now here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. Lets the three fly. That one's not going to go. And Milwaukee the other way now. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And a lot of it is moving without the ball. When you do that, things tend to open up.
Wilson, he's checked in for Ilyasova.
And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Well, these are the players you don't want to give any space to beyond the arc right now. The best long-range shooting guards in the past 10 games. Fourth, C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, you don't have to be a great shooter to play two guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
And having a reliable three-point option at off guard, pretty much a necessity these days in the NBA. Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Lopez, he nails it, and we're tied up. Lopez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Lopez is terrific on the offensive glass. I love seeing him use his long arms to haul in the boards.
Here's Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
Right side, Wilson. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Wilson's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. And for Portland, they're shooting for the game at 42%. McCollum dishes to Lillard. The pass to Hood. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
A moment to check out Robin Lopez here. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. 11th in field goal percentage. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Floats one, and they pick up 2. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
And McCollum is fantastic at running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
Pass to Middleton. Another shot. That one good for 2. And the Bucks lead by 2.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Nurkic. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Oh, not much you can do. At 7 feet tall, Nurkic uses his height to his advantage inside.
Down low. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. And he banks in the layup. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
We're seeing the very best of Lillard tonight. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife of an offensive player. I mean, he's got a tool for every job.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first. .103 left in the first half of basketball.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that
could, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Trailblazers leading by 6. .44 seconds left in the first half. He kicks it to Gasol. Passes it to Collins. Clock at 4. And the rejection by Giannis. The shot from the low post is good. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Giannis against Hood. Over Giannis. Hood gets the bucket.
Not afraid to take chances. Hood is some nice handles and enjoys busting out these moves.
Dishes it to Giannis. Got it off in time. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor. But replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Jay, in the first half, the ball has been flying around. You've been right in the middle of all of it. How important is ball movement in your offense?
DA, man, it's so crucial, man. It's a high, part of what we do. We have talent to score on one-on-one, but it's easier, man, and actually a lot more fun. When we're sharing the ball, everyone's getting touches, and we'll win a lot more games that way, man.
Well, definitely on track to get another one here so far. Good luck in the second half. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation. Both teams will make substitutions. This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
On the floor for Portland, McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Hezonja's out there with Nurkic, and it's Lillard in at the 1. Bucks passing it around, and stolen by Hezonja. And here's the fast break. Here's McCollum. And a wide open look for Hood. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Bucks trail by 3. Feeds it to Lopez. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Lopez has got 7.
The main area of expertise for Lopez, I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to cash in from there.
Nurkic. Lopez with the block. And they're on the break. Here's Connaughton. And McCollum with the block.
So a moment now to see the story on Jusuf Nurkic. He's been dominant over the last month. He's averaging 15 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Wilson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And Portland with a change here, too. Gasol's checked in. That's a 2 from Lillard. Rebound, Milwaukee.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
For the lead, and it's good on the layup. He's got 32.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
Gasol deciding where to go with it. And here's McCollum for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And that one's good from Connaughton.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Good. And that's now 27 points for Lillard.
The future is bright for Lillard. Not only is he a scorer, but he's efficient, effective, and passionate about the game.
To the inside. The shot by Wilson, no good.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
And here's the break. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
And the pass to Gasol. Back to Hood. Lets a floater go. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks leading by 6. The shot misses. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's McCollum. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Shots good by Wilson.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. And that will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip. The 3 from McCollum. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, he's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouling. Well, the best season of his career, Kevin. But then Yusuf Nurkic suffered that gruesome leg injury. It was a huge loss for the Blazers and a long road to recovery for Nurkic.
Free throw good, Nurkic. And the Blazers were looking for that third star. Chris Nurkic was starting to look like he might fit the bill.
Well, Kevin, let's think about it. You could argue that he was one of the top 5 centers in the league last season. He just turned 25, so hopefully he's still on the upslope of his career.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Wilson. Ilyasova comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Murray's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Sterling Brown in for Pat Connaughton. And Portland making a change here. Collins is checked in. And the 10th pick in 2017 out of Gonzaga. Zach Collins figures to be an important piece moving forward.
Just a huge demand for rim protectors who can also space the floor. With this 9'3" standing reach, are you kidding me? He's a presence inside.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Bazemore finds Gasol. Lillard right side and stolen by Ilyasova. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance.
There's no quitting Lopez, even when he's getting hammered. He finishes with this soft touch. Well, even though his name was swirling in trade rumors at the trade deadline last year, Robert Lopez stayed focused. I mean, just a very dependable center who shows up every night to do the job.
Lillard with no one around. Portland again missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 15.
Well, Lopez is a bull on the glass. He's superb at leaping up at the right time to dunk back these misses.
And it's Lillard missing. And for Lopez, his defense and wherewithal on the court are a huge boost.
Yeah, Lopez isn't going to be a main key to a team at this point in his career, but he will be valuable off the bench as a backup center who can play starter-level defense and hold down the fort.
Now here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. Outside Hood. 6 on the shot clock. They need this, and he hits the jumper for 2. Hood's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
One of Hood's go-to shots. I mean, so smooth and comfortable firing from these in-between spots.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Trailblazers trail by 17. .116 left here in the 3rd quarter. The shot by Collins, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pulls it up. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Here's Lillard. 27 points for him. Bazemore for 3, connects from 3-point range. Bazemore's got 5 points so far.
Oh, the awareness on display. Hood just isn't a good scorer. He's also skilled at getting it to his open teammates.
Count the basket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Lillard misses.
It's only a matter of time until his 3-point shot comes back to him. I
mean, that athletic.
Yeah.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
A rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. He has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
And the Bucks making a change here. Korver's checked in. Now the dish to Brown. Lillard comes with the double team to the left side wing. Here's Lopez, and he gets the bucket. Lopez has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, Lopez is a strong big man. He excels at absorbing contact and then finishing over the defense.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And so it's Milwaukee with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Brown, Robin Lopez out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Kyle Korver. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. To the middle, here's Hezonja, and finished off by Hezonja.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast. But he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Gasol. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard.
And the development of Damian Lillard helping propel this Blazers team to the top of the West.
Yeah, GA, that's why they call him Logo Lillard. And he's only extending his range. I mean, another playoff dagger in his resume, finishing off OKC and then waving goodbye. Dame time is right now.
Here's Hood, and too long on the shot.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here's Whiteside. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. DJ Wilson comes in for Antetokounmpo. Murray's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Kyle Korver. Pass to Wilson. And a strong finish with two hands.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Simons. Kicks it out to Collins. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's Simons. Kicks it out to Collins. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all.
Simons surveying the D. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Arnold, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special postgame guest joining us.
Hey, Kenny here. You were incredible. Season high in points, validating everyone who insisted you could make it into the NBA, even after the questions that were raised heading into the draft.
I appreciate it, Kenny, man. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time comparing games because each one's different. Different opponent, different strategy going in. I did feel good tonight, though, man. And credit to my teammates for hitting me on the ball when I could do something with it, you know? Without their efforts, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you now, Kenny.
And that's going to do it for tonight. For Kenny, for Shaq, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he is. This is Ernie Johnson saying good night. We'll see you again soon.
This last win makes 6 straight for the home team, and I'll tell you what, you've got to be impressed with what these guys are doing.
Oh, phenomenal stuff.
It really is hard to find fault when a team is producing like this, but I guarantee you that the coaching staff is looking at the film and finding still things they can improve on.
Ready? Sorry to bug you, Che. Do you have a quick minute to answer another question?
For you, Patty? Yeah.
I got Che here. Great. Really impressive game tonight, Che. But I'm wondering, was it a point of emphasis to get you the ball?
Not really a point of emphasis. We just ran our offense, and it turned out I got a lot of great shots. Lots of credit goes out to coach for drawing up those plays, and more credit to my teammates for executing those plays.
Great answers, Che. I'm all set.
Thanks, Patty. I'll see you next time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ted, you the man.
You too, bro.
Jay!
Hey, what up, Levi?
This party's crazy! Hey, there's a great spread over there. There's some cupcakes that look like headphones. Highly recommend. The pulled pork sliders, I would avoid.
Right.
It's all over there.
All right.
Don't be shy. Come on, get out there. Everybody's looking for you. Enjoy yourself.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right. All right. You guys ready to get down to business? We got a new contract to hash out.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Absolutely. All right, let's do it. Pleasure doing business with you, Don.
Levi, the pleasure's all mine. Excited to stay in the Che business.